This is going to be awesome.
I'm cruising around beautiful Sylvan Lake in South Dakota, and for this ride, I'll be switching off on my Onewheel XR and Gotway Nikola electric unicycle. As I ride, I'm going to share with you 7 ways the Onewheel beats the electric unicycles. Number 1. Name. The Onewheel name is perfect. The 2 syllables, one and wheel, just roll off the tongue like a one wheel on freshly paved asphalt. The word Onewheel describes the product perfectly. It's easy to remember, and it's a really cool name. Contrast that with the electric unicycle, which is a mouthful at 7 syllables long and offers 0 sense of cool when combined with the word unicycle. The letters EUC are often used as shorthand, but for the general public, those 3 letters offer little meaning, and they're quickly forgotten. The second way the Onewheel beats the electric unicycle is the stance. The biggest reason people love the Onewheel is the stance. The sideways stance evokes feelings of skateboarding, snowboarding, and surfing. Die-hard board sports fans will swear that they'll never ride an EUC because of the stance. So until Future Motion's patents on the Onewheel runs out, Onewheel fans will have to live with whatever Future Motion is making. Number 3, learning curve. The other area where Onewheels beat electric unicycles is the ease of entry into the hobby. The thick, wide wheel of the Onewheel has enough surface area contact with the ground to make it easier for beginners to balance, and thus makes learning the Onewheel so much easier compared to the EUC with its more narrow wheel.
Catch anything?
Not yet.
Oh yeah? Well, good luck.
Yeah.
What do they have in here?
Mostly drop.
It's stock? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does these thing do good on gravel and off-road?
It does pretty good, yeah. I just get a little worried when I'm so close to water. Because it's not waterproof.
Have a good one.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Number 4, fewer options. With only one company, Future Motion, currently making 2 Onewheel models, the 1-year-old Pint and the nearly 3-year-old XR, Onewheels to choose from are slim, which makes decision-making easier on the consumers. Compare that to the EUC, which is made by 4 different companies putting out multiple new EUC models each year. While having many options may seem like a good thing on the surface, it actually leads to paralysis by overanalysis. Casual consumers can get overwhelmed by the numerous EUC options, whereas with the Onewheel, it comes down to this. 2 models. Should I get a slower, smaller, less expensive Onewheel Pint? Or should I get the faster, bigger, more expensive Onewheel XR? Number 5. The other way Onewheel beats electric unicycle is going slow and idling. When it comes to going slow, the Onewheel dominates the electric unicycle. It's a lot easier to go slow and to idle in place on a Onewheel. It makes it great for things like golfing, disc golf, cinematography. On my EUC, it takes a lot more effort to go slow, and only a very skilled rider can idle in place on an EUC. Number 6, Photogenic. The Onewheel stands on its own, which makes it an Instagram darling that people love to share on social media. Imagine a Onewheel resting on a beach shoreline with the sun setting in the background. People love to take and share photos of the Onewheel. Most EUCs, however, need to be leaned against something like a rock, stick, wall, or a sign, which can take away from the eye candy scenery and backdrop. Number 7. The single biggest area where the Onewheel has the electric unicycle beat is the Onewheel's unimpressive specs. Yes, you heard me right. The Onewheel's most glaring flaw, its underpowered motor and small battery size and terrible warning system about overpowering the motor, is the Onewheel's biggest thing the company has going for it. Let me explain. Because the Onewheel XR and Pint both use an underpowered 750 watt motor and the battery sizes are so small, there's huge room for improvement in speed, power, range, and safety for future generations of the Onewheel. The Onewheel has a huge ceiling for growth and development in its next model. EUCs seem to be nearing a ceiling in terms of speed and range. I mean, how fast and how far do you actually plan on riding an electric unicycle? EUC companies are looking for other ways to develop their EUCs, such as suspension, brighter lights, louder speakers. as the current speed and range on most of these high-end EUCs is more than enough for most riders.
Hey, thanks guys. Catch anything?
Not yet.
Not yet? Well, good luck. Is that like a waterfall right there?
Yeah, it's like a Sylvan Lake.
Really? I gotta check this out.
You need to take the towels off?
I'm coming over. Did you guys jump?
No, it's way too shallow.
Way too shallow.
I want to check this out.
Alright, I want to
There's no way we could survive that.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Wait.
The One Wheel, though, has an enormous amount of room to grow when it comes to speed, range, and safety. With such a high ceiling and with so much room for improvement, I look forward and wait patiently for Future Motion's next generation of One Wheel. I love the feeling I get when I ride my One Wheel, and I look forward to seeing what Future Motion comes up with next. I started making YouTube videos because I love riding my One Wheel, but recently I've been doing a lot more videos on other things like EUCs and electric scooters. Some of my One Wheel audience have been asking if I've abandoned the One Wheel for EUCs, and I want to address that question. Before I answer, let me say this. I make videos of things that excite me and that bring me joy. Recently, that's been all of the new EUCs. In 2020, we've seen some amazing innovations from the EUC world. That inspires me, and therefore, I make videos about it. What recent innovations have we seen from the One Wheel over the last year? An overpriced floor mat? I've made over 100 One Wheel related videos, and I plan on making many more One Wheel videos as soon as the company does something that excites me. There are only so many videos I can make of a product that's been out for 2 to 3 years. I know a lot of people are getting into the One Wheel for the first time right now, and for you folks, I have a lot of content that I've made over the years that's still very relevant because the One Wheel XR hasn't changed over the last 3 years, from the design, the price point, and even the sticker price. So to answer the question, have I abandoned the One Wheel? No. My interests have just evolved and moved on, while the One Wheel has remained stagnant and unchanged. I'm waiting for Future Motion's next move, and I hope it's a big one. Until then, I'll make videos of new and exciting products that excite me, whether it be One Wheel, EUC, e-scooter, e-bike, or e-skate. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for future content on the personal electric vehicles that I love to ride. And be sure to check out my website/blog, oneradwheel.com. Thanks for watching, and remember, when you ride, to always wear your safety gear.
Good ride. Oh, you gotta go slow down more than that. There you go.